difference is just the size of that turn. Yeah, and let her dance a moment in trot. Let's see whether she takes some suspension. Yeah, tiny bit rounder, tiny bit tight in the right jaw. Seats, yeah, 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 no voice, and downward transition again, and do that a couple of times. Depending how the angle of the hind leg feels, you can mix it up with reinbacks, yeah, to provide her to show the angle in the hind leg you would want within the short step. Yeah, yeah, even a little touch, but not punishing or something, just saying pick it up a little higher. Yeah, confirming that she can do that. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Yeah, it doesn't have to be 100 steps in a row. That she offers you that suspension is what we're looking for. We want that on both sides. Now, I mentioned it before, but it's important, so therefore I mention it again. That step is just a training step, yeah, a stepping stone. That step we just create there is not really advantageous for test ride. Yeah, the ground cover would be too little. What we want with that step is to show her that there is the opportunity or the possibility to suspend a little bit higher, and when that is understood in the horse, oh, I not only go, I pick the legs up too. That is basically what you say. Then we can combine that in some stage and we have a forward suspended step. Yeah, but in the moment we separate it. We say, here I just want suspension. Early up you just wanted the forward, and that won't take all too long that my horse suspends and goes forward. Yeah, no worries that she was good under. There you get that little spring in the step. Good on you. Good on you. Yeah, there the penny drops. Now open up the seat a little bit next time when she's like that and say, go a little bigger and analyze when is a bigger step flatter. Yeah, 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 good. Does she take a little bit of that suspension into a more ground covery step? That's basically a seat aid. Yeah, the leg engages that hind leg for lift, your hands nicely in front, and your pelvis goes forward, and she take, yeah, and now sit stiff again. And when she slows down and rounds up, then you can activate that hind leg again. Yeah, yeah. So what a lot of people do there, instead of waiting that the horse slows down on the seat aid, yeah, they just block the rein more while they want to engage the hind leg. So basically the rein says wait and the leg says go. That would be like driving my car with one foot on the brakes and one foot on the accelerator. You probably don't make it out of the property here. Yeah. So my seat says don't go so big or go bigger, and my legs. There you have that. There you develop that cadence quite nice in her. And there she takes it a little bit forward. Good on you too. Yeah, 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 beauty girl. See, there the penny dropped out of a sudden. The understood suspension is slightly maintained when she goes a little bit bigger. That's just the start of it. Yeah, the more she learns that suspension, the longer she will hold it. Even so, when I cover more and more ground, that makes it one fine day a true medium trot or true extended trot, because my horse only can, as long as I don't pay $500,000 for a horse, yeah, that's for lazy rich people. My horse only can do decent medium trots when they've learned to collect a little bit. Yeah, every other shit is lengthening strides, where the stride gets a bit longer but still quite flat to the ground. Now, don't underestimate that demand on the body of the horse here when she has to lift that leg a little bit more. Yeah, so we will feel into her how long she can hold it, and then we have to interrupt it. Whenever you have that suspension trained alone, you try again to take it into the driving power. Yeah, might be only an inch, 2, 3 inches, whatsoever. Yeah, can you go bigger without losing all that suspension? Yeah, that makes her one fine day being trained enough. Therefore, I say these $500,000 horses have that already naturally. Yeah, so it's for rich, lazy people who do not want to spend that time and rather say I pay for it, then I don't have to work on it because it's already there. Yeah, yeah. But she gets that suspension better and better happening. Yeah. There, did you feel that? How she opened up there? That is the moments I'm waiting for, and that I would pet. Yeah, yeah. There she got that hang of it. She really transferred the suspension with a locking ground cover into that bigger strike. That will can come more and more secure. Yeah, but it's not like some people do it with more and more intense. There she feel. Uh, yeah, there is one of these rare moments again when where you get me to stop talking. That's always a good sign. Eh? Yeah. Then you can try when you have a suspended step, either short or a little bit bigger. Try without any further impulsiveness from the suspension to go into the canter. So not from a flatter, more impulsive trot, but from a little suspended trot step into the canter and prepare for your changes again. That's my, yeah. She's learning quick, that black bitch. Yeah, yeah. Good, good. Yeah. That, in my opinion, with a lot of horses, not all horses, but the suspension explained in trot will gradually not only make her understand that the suspension can go in a bigger trot too, but fairly often we feel that these horses take the suspension from the trot then into the canter, more so than from walk into the canter. So I play short steps into the canter a fair bit. My intention is that they stay gradually a little bit longer in the air while I'm cantering. Yeah. Then you choose a line which, yeah, good, that opened up seat there, very easy aid with a good success. And I would do again something like 10-meter half circle, right to left, maybe with a little yield, yeah, to address the change. Choosing a line, making counter canter a little tricky for her. Then she will, yeah, right fist stabilizing, sit back, right leg back. And yeah, now voice. And yeah, no big deal, no big deal, no big deal. Yeah. Yeah, make that counter canter still a little bit more tricky with changing the angle how you go back to the fence. Yeah, when you make that angle a little steeper, then she says, "Oh fuck, counter canter is really hard to balance," and she will respect your little playful aid given. Yeah, a little straighter there. Good, good. Yeah, good. And quickening the left hind, and then sitting back and blocking the right rein and kicking. There! Walk and price. Out. Good,
She
good.
always does the first one like
Yeah, yeah, well, she
she
says,
doesn't understand.
oh, are we doing counter canter now or are we doing flying change? But then she gets the hang of it. That she pulled off actually quite easy. Yeah. Then we try that, of course, from left to right too. There you have a good little spring in the step again. Yeah, yeah, that she will gradually transfer not only into the bigger trot step, but into a canter too. Consequently, automatically, in some stage, the canter gets higher suspended too. Good. Good, that little yield. Sitting back, left block, left kick. Yeah, yeah, runs away a little bit, change the front leg, change back, change the front leg again, left block more. Yeah, there she has it. Yeah. Now to secure that, see again that you don't get too flat to the fence where counter canter is too easy. Yeah, so make it a little bit more towards the corner or facing with a nose line the track a little bit steeper. Yeah, that she cannot pull off an harmonious counter canter. So right a little bit steeper to the with a nose line to track. Yeah, really point the nose line to track like that. So, yeah, like that. And there she should see. Then she says, "Oh fuck! Out of that angle, I cannot really pull off a counter canter." Yeah, and then she will take your aid for the change as a relief. So the change feels for her easier than a counter canter. Yeah, and that of course provides more and more willingness to follow to that yeah, and half vaulting. Yeah, you get that, baby. Very good, very good. Nice, good the jump too, good you too. Good, baby. Yeah, and a little steeper facing the fence, and left rein, left back. Ah, good. Yeah, she gets that idea. Good, good, good. Opening there, the roots of ground again, and then at some stage coming back to the cadence trot, and then show once how small the canter can be. I would provide that on a circle, but say I want a suspended locking ground cover trot step. I want you to transfer that into the canter, and there she swings, good. And now make that canter stride shorter without holding through. Take give, right leg, stiff seat. Take, yeah, yeah. What I'm looking for is that she bends the inside hind leg even further. Yeah, yeah, no worries. There we had her a little bit on the edge, that doesn't matter. Yeah, or that is what I want. We go a little bit to her comfort zone. Yeah, yeah. When she gets stuck, open the seat again a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, good. And now, how many half folds with a stiff seat and an inside leg do I need to canter on the spot? Yeah, playing on the weight bearing, which will of course strengthen the horse. Mm, good. And when she has a couple of strides, you just open your seat again. She says, "Thank God I can go a little bigger." Then you close your seat when she listens to it. There we lost the, yeah, yeah, that Gucci belt you have on doesn't really hold it. Mm, maybe you go with Louis Vuitton next time. Yeah, I could assist, but yeah, could yeah. See, there she suspended the canter and took more weight over too. Now, similar like in trot, I might have a canter stride which is not totally useful for a competition yet. But what I'm trying to achieve again is gradually explaining a longer moment of suspension with a shorter ground cover in the canter too. Only then to be able to open the stride, basically the same thing what we practice here in trot. Yeah, exactly right, babe. There. She sits already more on the hind leg, inside leg. Yeah. You just have to listen a little bit to her body language when she says, "You know what, mommy, that gets a little heavy now on the right hind, and if you do two more steps, I will complain." Just before that complain, yeah, you open up a little bit. Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit like your husband goes to the pub, yeah, and just before you would throw a tantrum, he buys the flowers and comes home. Yeah, no big deal, no big deal. Good. Yeah, that is all what you're doing here is no bodybuilding. Yeah, we first we worked the body elastic, that works better and better, and now we do bodybuilding. So that doesn't go from one day to another, of course. Yeah, to build muscle takes a little bit longer time, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would be quite good muscled here, sitting on my fat ass. Good, good, good. Voila. Yeah, yeah, no big deal, no big deal. Yeah, and that again wouldn't be something which I punish or be upset about on the left side too. That would be I go to the gym, my trainer puts a couple of kilos more on my barbell. I cannot lift it. He kicks me in the face. I still cannot lift it. So you do that. That gets easier and easier for her. What a little bitch she is. Yeah, good, good. There she. Yeah, you're so on the right trip, doll. And strength building, bodybuilding is on. And open the seat for 3 strides again. Say here you can relax the weight again on the hind leg. And now we put gradually a couple of kilos on the hind leg again. How much she can carry there, yeah, will develop. Yeah, exactly right. There you make a good conversation happening. When do I have to relieve that weight? Yeah, of course, when a year down the track, she will hold that weight as long as you like, yeah, and will not suffer. Yeah, good, very good addressed. Yeah, yeah. So that mixture longitudinally, see, we were talking a lot about lateral elasticity. Yeah, can my horse bend to the left and right over shoulder ins and shit? Yeah, here we talk longitudinally. Can I, over the elasticity laterally, confirm a shorter or longer stride within the gates? And that is uh, basically I cannot mix that up too often in a 45-minute session. Yeah, it's the half holds basically you provide her with, yeah, and a little bit bigger again, just a seat aid. Yes, and then straighten out and a little stiffer seat again and a little bit more engaged inside hind leg in the smaller stride. Again, where do people go wrong? They drive the horse a fair bit with the leg to go big, but then they stop engaging the hind leg to come small, and we need it exactly reverse. We want that ground cover, driving power, yeah, in the horse is allowed, and the weight-bearing hind leg is supported. You do it exactly right, lady. Exactly right. Good on you. Yeah. Good job. And there, yeah. Similar like we discussed in the trot work. Gradually, she will take that suspension over the overdone collection here into the bigger stride. Yeah. Yeah. And then we have one fine day that the horse can go big and in the same moment still can go forwards, upwards. Excellent training here. Excellent training. Yeah. See, that's pretty good on baby medium level, what we confirming here. Yeah. And that is what you want to fine tune this year. Next year she will have the strength for a medium test. Very good. Very good. Yeah. So she always is quite willing. That already looks quite nice in the open frame too. She picks up the legs a little bit. Yeah. And then just relaxing her for a minute or two that she's, yeah, without overpacing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just a long stride. You know Anita?
Yep.
You do know her? Jackie does know Anita too?
No.
Nice long stride, long frame, totally relaxed again. Quite happy with your daughter, I must say. She does a good job on that horse.
Thank you.
But I'm quite happy with that horse too, because
Yes.
she really... Who is that freak? Jesus. Very good.
My goodness.